A missionary should be one who is willing to live Christ's life in front of everyone that they come in contact with, in my thinking. I also like to think of a missionary as a channel of God's love and blessing to those around. Many people are so needy, and if we can't share and show them Christ's love, sometimes they're not ready to listen to what we have to share in word. So our modeling of what Jesus would be to them, I think, is very important. My name is Sheila Dilworth.
And what do people call you around?
Mama Sheila. It is hard to explain what I do, because it's not kind of like a normal American lifestyle. Living in a village in Tanzania is just different. Well, my official job is finance officer for the college, but I end up doing a lot of other things besides that.
Like, what are some of the other things that you do?
Well, I talk to a lot of people.
What do they come to talk to you about?
Well, no one ever knows what the next question's going to be. It can be anything from where do I find an item at the college, or to tell me about their loved one who might have HIV, or to ask counsel on how do you find God's will for your life, or just multiple things.
How many people on average would you say would be coming to your door?
Quite a few. I call my ministry the Ministry of Interruptions. Yes. Habari za jioni. Ni nani? Ujiku. And the cell phones have added another whole angle to interruptions, because
they can call.
then the questions come from afar also. So
There's your phone.
there's my phone.
There's one of those,
Those
interruptions right there.
Psycho, get it? Well, just the other morning I had a young lady come to my door. In the process of our conversation, she shared with me how her father passed away last term and how she had struggled to finish the school year. So we had a good talk, and I prayed with her, and I ended up giving her some tea, and it was just a blessing to be able to help her through some of her sorrow. But one night I got called at 4 a.m. and I've taken one of our student wives to the dispensary to have her baby. She had the baby in the car. Another's a young man who's been in America. He's Tanzanian, but he's very American. And he was talking about how he doesn't really know where he belongs and how his parents don't understand him very well. And so just multiple things. Just the changes in lives that I've seen, some of our alumni and what they're doing now. We have alumni who are missionaries. We have alumni who are team leaders for TIMO teams, pastors, evangelists. We have alumni who are directors of parachurch organizations. It's just so exciting to see what God is doing through the men and women who have been trained here.
Hey, I'm Marcus Jefferson. I'm a high school student from America, from Hawthorne Gospel Church, and I've been staying with Sheila Dilworth. Sheila is just a very trustworthy and open person, and she's just so reliable. You can just come to her with anything. She has so many people just come to her door just every day. There's like you can't count how many people come to her door every day just to ask for help, for money, for wisdom, for prayer, just to talk to someone. And it just shows, you can just see God's love through her. And I just really love that about her.
There's so much that I value in her. She's like a mentor, so I don't know where to start. There's a lot. The list is long.
Tell me like the top two.
Top two. Commitment. Honesty.
She's extremely loving with the people that come to her home, with newcomers, with us. She's just very loving and open. And also, she's very humble. She doesn't complain very often. Really at all since I've been here. And she has a heart of gold. She really does. She's always willing to become more Christ-like.
There is sacrifice. It's somebody who sacrifices almost his life. You can go there anytime, and not only people who know her, or the people he knows them, but anyone who goes. There are some people from the village, they go there. There are sometimes the young people, there are some children, they go there, the students. Yeah. So I don't know if it is that one is sacrificing her time instead of spending time with her own activities. Go there, she's there. She's not there. No, she's not a leader, not somebody who wants to be
out front.
In the front. Because if that one, I think you stood there on the platform there.
Mm-hmm.
There are some people who want to be there, but no, why not her?
Mm-hmm.
She could be there. I think that at the top there, she would say something. But for all the years, not only this one, staying there
In the background.
Yeah, on the back there, and no complaining. And even if you tell her to go there, no.
Yeah, she'd say no.
Yeah. So for her, I think that humbleness, that voice, I think it gives even people to do it, to accept her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My name is Buto, or Butogo. You know, most of the people coming at Sheila's house, or Sheila and Mom's house, when they are just discouraged by serving the God in different areas, and normally Sheila sits with them and try to encourage them, and they leave their house, they are comfortable and happy. If she'll be not around, then they miss someone to help them. So possibly they can be discouraged and ended on resigning and going and doing the other stuff without waiting for the will of God.
I've actually known Sheila Dilworth for, since really high school. And I think there's probably a couple of words that would stand out to me. One is her consistency. When we first got to Africa, her husband Norm and Sheila took us under their wings, and they really were the ones that mentored us and taught us about culture, taught us about language, taught us about how to do ministry. We came to them often with questions, with our problems, with our issues, and they were always there, willing to give us the advice and the wisdom that we needed. Just their consistency over all the years in ministry is something that has been very impressive to me. And then I think on behalf of myself, I would say the thing that stands out to me is that she's always been our friend. And that has always been something that has been very impactful in my life. she wasn't just, the Dilworths were not just interested in us because of ministry, but they're interested in me and my wife because of who we were. And we went through some very tough times together with the passing of her husband. And since that time, we've always stayed very close to each other. And the fact that I can call her my friend, to me, is something that is very significant to me and something that I'll always cherish. And so I can't emphasize the impact that the Dilworths have had on our lives as missionaries over the years, and something that I will always be grateful for.
Well, I don't know. I pray that I've been a channel of blessing to those around me and show His love to those. I've always been touched by Jesus' compassion for people when He was on earth, and His life was certainly one that we would like to see to live out in our lives as believers. So I think that would probably be the foundation of most of what I do. I'm not a front person very much. I'd much rather be one-on-one and in my home, and God has blessed me with those opportunities. Yeah.